This is Radio South Africa, and the time is 3 o'clock. And good afternoon from another edition of Talk A Lot. In yesterday's program, as you probably remember, we had more news on the fascinating subject that Rafe Iliad will once again be pursuing in today's program, after our usual Tuesday contribution from that always interesting source of natural history information. Then we'll be interviewing a life member of an organization which has made huge contributions to the entire concept of what we've now come to know as the most important single outlet for the extreme values of the now commonly held belief that this is the world's first true answer to the ever-increasing problem of that which we know as the integral reasoning behind the matter as it affects us all today and, of course, tomorrow. And then Rafe Iliad talks to a personality who is extremely well known to us all and who will be putting forward an interesting new view on the always pertinent question of where the right question should be put forward in the machinery of the great art that he represents. Rafe Iliad will be reading the last episode of our novel, in which nearly everyone comes to their rightful end, and the title of which book is well known to all of you who are fans of the writer, who of course was interviewed last week on the program, and whose latest book has just reached our shelves. Rafe Iliad will be reviewing this work later in the program, and will also be talking to the inventor of the latest hobby to become the rage in that country that we all know as the land of where it can be found, or, as it's probably better known, the land of lands. Well, that's all from today's program, so do join us again tomorrow when Rafe Iliad will be talking to the energetic new director of the project, which has just been opened on the foreshore, and in which people have found great fulfillment in attending as part of their course in the fundamental values of the truth we all recognize as being completely available on those days when it's become totally fashionable to be invested with. Also, there will be another letter from our regular correspondent in the city we have come to know by the metaphor he himself uses in these letters. Rafe Iliad will read another chapter from our serial at 10 to 2, after which he will be retiring. And then there's the 2 o'clock time signal, which will be followed by another interview in which Rafe Iliad interviews himself on his retirement. And until then, goodbye from me, Michelle Linus, and from Switch A Lot.
One man, one gun against the fierce, untamed savagery of the Southwest. Alone, he braved sun, wind, and storm, and the might of many different Indian tribes to conquer the stretches of country from the fire of El Paso to the badlands of New Mexico. With his Colt 45 and the familiar white Stetson, this champion of justice was the son of the six-gun wherever he rode. His name...
Texas Ranger. Charlie the Kid Teller was riding towards us in the now empty barrel of peppermint fudge. Walter and I waited with the ice slowly starting to form on our shoulders for Charles to arrive.
Well, either this is a damn slow horse or it's a damn big barrel.
Oh, we're so thrilled to see you, Charlie.
I am still completely mortified.
Oh, come on, it can't be that bad, Walter.
Oh, yes, it is.
Let me get off the horse. Hey. Now, what seems to be the trouble? I got a radio call in East London to come here.
Well, you certainly came in the right sort of outfit for Texas. We're having the most tremendous hassles with the manager.
How on earth are you going to help us, Charles? I think we need a witch to get rid of this monster, that manager.
I think that you're all taking this far too much to heart, you know, Walter. I mean, look at me. I've come in all the correct gear over here. Waistcoat, Stetson, gun belt. And anyway, apart from that, I think I could quite easily cheat him to the draw.
Don't you mean beating to the draw.
No, I mean cheat him to the draw. Instead of a 6-gun, I found a 26-gun. Look at this.
But Charles, the manager is a maniac. He'll send the Air Force or suddenly fill this barrel with boiling oil. Who knows?
Yes, well, to be quite honest, I think we need a sound, concrete plan to attack the manager with his own ruthless methods. Steady there, Barrel.
Barrel? I didn't know that horse was a man.
No, it's not. I said barrel, not barrel. You know, like Trigger.
Oh, Trigger, yes. Roy Rogers, king of the cowboys.
Will you stop joking? This is an emergency. He's got us in a barrel. I mean in a barrel.
Well, look, perhaps I can attract his attention. I heard that. I'm not wasting time with you people. I can tell you that for nothing.
Get down! Get down!
He's bringing the fighters in.
We'll have to start looking for a way out.
Oh, please, let us go free and get out of here.
My gracious, he's attacking us like a man possessed.
Wait a minute. Look over there. A steel ladder going down somewhere.
Right, run for it.
We ran as fast as we could for the steel ladder and climbed down, only to find ourselves in the next part of the script, even more strange than before.
Where are we now?
The sign says Johnson's Motel. Ring for service. Right.
Good afternoon. My name is Joseph. I can help you to escape and therefore to get into the much more exciting part of the story.
Yes, that we must do immediately. And we must get free.
Do you work for a resistance group?
No, sir, I work for the motel.
Are you happy in your work, Sonny?
Charles, we have to escape.
I am basically contented, but the trouble is I must keep to help the prisoners to escape from the manager. Because the manager is mad.
Funny, I would never have said that. I thought it was quite well balanced.
You're not going to suggest that we cross the time zone again, are you?
No, sir, because that can be to big trouble.
Well, what in heaven's name do we do?
We have to practice the magic of Mhlambang Gonwangata.
How do we do that?
You must take the powder.
Well, where is that? Where is the powder?
It's right here, sir. 15 rand 75. The balance over 3 years
What balance?
is the 500 rand.
Oh, ridiculous.
We had no option but to go next door to the leasing office to try and get some finance. Wouter was in an advanced state of shock. I was trying to visualize what it would be like to get onto level ground again and maybe meet a Texan so that I could really capture the manager and become... Half-Talker, Texas Ranger.
Time now for our correspondence from Private Bag 3, De Ridder's Holt, Transvaal.
Well, here I am again at my typewriting apparatus out here at the old homestead at Darryl's Holt. I haven't really got a heck of a lot to report on, as things have actually been very quiet. Mimps and Auntie Snafey came around on Monday night. And, oh yes, and together with Brenda Bailey and the Havenhaars. So I thought I'd really splash out and go even further than the pot roast by hiring a film. Well, really, that is where the whole idea should have stopped. Anyway, I had to go to one of the suburbs to find one of these film hire shops. And, of course, when I got there, I had no idea of what sort of type of show to get. Apart from which I seem to be terribly out of touch with new films. However, I settled on a love drama. I can't even remember what it was called, but it starred Elizabeth Taylor and some other oddbods. But then I had to fill in this form. Really, you would have thought I was a suspect criminal. The information they required, down to my car registration number. I'm surprised they didn't want to hold my passport. I can tell you it very nearly killed the whole deal, which I wish hadn't happened, because really, have you ever carried one of those projectors? I nearly came down with instant lumbago. Oh, and then showing the thing. Threading the film proved to be a total pain. Then it would jump the splices and the picture would keep shaking. Auntie Snafey kept wanting to know which was Elizabeth Taylor. Brenda Bailey kept getting up and tripping over the speaker cable, thereby cutting the sound. Old Lady Havenhaar munched boiled sweets continuously, and in between each reel change, everybody would get up and leave the room, and then to get them resettled took at least 20 minutes, and to cap it all, old man Bailey kept up a sort of a running commentary. Well, I nearly went mad. I was absolutely delighted when the lamp blew on the third reel. So delighted, in fact, that I made no attempt whatsoever to fit the spare globe. Oh, well, never a dull moment at Private Bag 3, the Ridder's Halt. Enter. Morning to you.
Hello there. I've been
Morning.
Good morning. Hello. I've been sent from the Chronicle to. You probably know about the interview.
That's why we're all sitting here.
That's right. Anyway, my name is Fons.
Fons. How do you do,
Fons.
I'm Bertha Marais. This is Mr. Gert Orchid.
How do you do?
Hello, how do you
This
do?
is Miss Meyering. Hello, hello, hello.
Good day to you.
And this is Mr. Charles Teller.
Hello there, yes. Well, I've brought I've got all my facts and figures, Voter. I brought a couple of biographies and things.
Graphical details.
I must say it's very, very interesting to know, finally,
Oh, do you mind if I...
come to the stage of talking to all you people. We want to do a double-page spread for the Chronicle on you know, the wonderful characterization and new sort of message that's been brought over in a
Yes.
almost a transcendental force through. Well, shall I begin with you, Mr. Marais? Mr. Orchid, do you find that you've managed to bring a certain joviality and esprit de corps to
The what?
you know, like a really sort of exciting mood? The country comes forward in what you have to say. Are you basically a radio man in the first place?
No, not at all.
Oh, I see. Do you enjoy this work? I mean, how do you account for your popularity?
Look, all I'm interested is the fee that they pay.
Oh, I see.
Gert, you don't have to be quite as uncouth as all that.
Well, it's perfectly true.
Mrs.
I mean, would you be doing it for nothing?
Mrs.
That's
Meyering?
beside the point.
Yes.
Mrs. Meyering, have you found that this incredible response that you enjoy here on the English service is due to the fact that you're perhaps more straightforward than most people on the air?
No, I think just, you know, I'm a friend of Esme's.
Oh, I see. Is that actually how you got onto
Yes.
the whole radio scene? I see. Mr. Marais, is there anything... Do you not have any other points that you can account for the great chemistry of the excitement that this program brings? The certain, is it warranted, the sort of fever that's brought through by the program?
I think we just sit around and chat.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, then I'll write it up. Thanks very much indeed for your time.
Cheerio. Cheerio. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much. Could I have a picture, a photostat of the article?
Yes, we'll put a photograph in for you. Must I put one in of yours?
Yes. If you've got any, you can ask downstairs.
Thanks very much.
Why wasn't I asked any questions?
What a pathetic interview.
Yes, but you didn't answer the proper questions. What about all the chemistry and...
what chemistry?
Well, I mean the whole sort of...
all this deep analytical nonsense. All this deep analytical nonsense.
No, but
is
that's
totally beyond
important,
me.
Voter. It really is. I mean, we've got to get this over. There are a whole lot of people who don't understand.
I'm inclined to agree with you, you know, Charles.
That's right. Yes, well, I think we better call him back, quite honestly.
Well, why don't you just interview yourself then, if you're so keen on the self-analytical scene?
I've never been so insulted in my life, Voter. I was
Ooh,
waiting
now
for
you
him
see,
to
now
ask me
you've upset
questions.
him.
I have not upset him, but...
Don't answer anything at all. Never known anything like him.
Go to fuck.
A showroom in Randburg was hoping.
For a hit parade seller in spring.
They needed a chorry with styling.
A jammy with plenty of zing.
Then straight down the road,
With a heck of a load.
came a thing with a groen and blauw dakkie.
The salesman said, Pete,
We'll order a fleet.
that's a
Waters batterproof bakkie.
Waters,
Waters,
Waters, batterproof bakkie. Ooh, won't you have a little apple? Michael Mayer must have left these behind him. Ooh, they're two lovely Granny Smith apples.
display the team, please.
But the program isn't called Won't You Have a Little Apple? It's called Won't You Have a Little Cake. I still think it's a silly, stupid title.
Must I help you people with your baggage?
Well, do you want an apple or don't you?
No, thanks very much.
Lovely Granny Smith.
Must I help you with your baggage, Granny Meyer?
Jy kry 'n klap, hoor.
Tamare, the studio time is up. Got to go now because the car is waiting.
Thank
Got
you.
to go through.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Cheerio. Cheerio, all.
Won't You Have a Little Cake is brought to you by Charles...
Sorry, and Mount of Marais.